Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This podcast me, Dean and Ricky. Welcome to it. How is lads?
Great, Glen, how are you?
Good. What you been doing for the weekend?
Well, I don't know, but I'm thinking about playing some Raid Shadow Legends.
What?
They're not even sponsors yet.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Raid Shadow Legends is.
Okay, well that's what it's worth. It's take it, Dean.
Raid Shadow Legends are a mobile game, I think. They famously sponsor what feels like every single video on YouTube.
Yeah. And it may not even exist. I don't know. Ebony is the one that I see all the time, the one that looks like a puzzle game where you pull pins and the gold either falls into lava or
Is that what that game is called?
I don't even.
I have to say it.
Doesn't look like a real game.
I hate ads on YouTube. I noticed when you get rid of ads.
But unless you want to sponsor us and give us money.
Yes.
But we are a non-profit endeavour. Okay, so who has a topic for us?
So I have a topic. I brought it up earlier, but it never got discussed. That is I forgot what I was going to say.
There's people talking down to you, he would say.
That was I was. Can you give me
Patronising language
that's it.
and disability.
Yes. When it comes to disability. So we all know what this feels like.
Yeah.
And that's why we can speak for everyone. We all understand what it feels like when we have people talking down to us, belittling us, but it's not done out of malice or hatred or badness. It's just a lack of understanding.
Yeah.
It's a case of what is it? It's not the right word to use. It's a case of
Awareness, maybe?
So awareness. Some people don't understand, and they wouldn't be talking to anyone else in that manner. Would they? So why, when it comes to disability, why would they actually start talking in that manner? I came up with that idea with the thought, if people don't speak to other people like this, and wouldn't it be less, wouldn't it be, wouldn't it open people less to talk to everyone as equals, no matter what disability you have, or even if you have a disability. You know what I mean? It could be saying that open almost. I just don't understand the psychology behind it all.
Okay, well that's what we're here to talk about.
It's like I seen something the other day on I think on your Facebook, and it was a care going to a person with a Down syndrome guy, bringing them out for shopping or bringing them out for today, and some woman met him beforehand and said, "You're very good going off to get your shopping," and then another old man with cat stopped beside him and talked to him. "You're very good to go off and get your shopping. Well, what do you get in your shopping today?" But beforehand that, the young lad turned around to his care and said, "What's that about? What's all that about?" And care tried to explain to him. Some people think it's probably difficult. They don't know what way to speak to a person with disability or anything like that.
And something I noticed about that story was that it was, in that case, it was an older person or a person of an older generation. No, but just from that story, there's people from a certain generation who would have had a different experience of disability because it would have been during the time of more institutionalization.
Yes.
Is that something we talk about, or is that too heavy?
Yes and no. No, it's because the new generation, the next generation, is they don't go like that, but they don't talk enough. It's almost like they're afraid to say something because they're offended. So the older generation talks down to you, but the new generation, they don't talk they don't speak out because they're afraid if they offend people. So it's really complex, really complicated.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on this, Steve?
The immediate thought I had when you said the younger people don't talk to. My immediate thought was, well, maybe they maybe they just don't want to talk to anyone. They might not necessarily.
That's a good point, but that's not something that's good majority often.
So there's some generational differences in how people communicate anyway.
Yeah.
But we're trying to work out whether this applies to specifically to people's attitudes towards people with disabilities. It's hard to work out, isn't it?
Some people people don't want to talk to people with disabilities because they think a lot personally thought when I was growing up, people don't want to talk to you because they're afraid they might get a disease often, like disabled disease can transfer to them like. That's the way I thought of it one day, but then I was corrected wrongly. So
I don't think it's that.
I was told it's not like that. It's because they're ignorant and they don't know any of
it's not
any way different.
Maybe it was good. I was just trying to be nice to all the generation, trying to be nice, but you're going the wrong way. Now the new generation, that is another story about it, I think. Why they're educated. They live in the 21st century, so why?
But there are different kinds of knowledge. So there's knowing about stuff, and then there's direct experience of stuff.
As I said before, and obviously I'm going to keep saying to someone who listens, that I think everyone in the Doyle that makes these plans and everything for this country, if I was to go around in the region and see how difficult it is for someone in the regions to experience it, like, I think that's what I think. Because people don't know, they forget. It's like that program was on, I think I told you last week about it. It's on RT1, Prime Time or something. And it's about people with disability. They're forgotten people, they were told. Some people said in that interview, and that's brilliant.
Yeah, but I suppose for this conversation we're talking more specifically about communication rather than general attitudes or that kind of thing. So when I mentioned experience, it's experience of talking to people with disabilities and getting past that either patronising attitude or the frozen up for fear of saying the wrong thing. And I wanted to ask if when you get students coming on placement here, we won't say where we are, but so they must start off with that awkwardness that you described, Ricky. How long does it take for that to change?
Yeah, but they have friends, like somebody interviews them, and they know generally what they're stuck in, what they're coming into. They know that they're working with people with special needs, which I don't think they're all special needs, sorry, disabilities. And so they know generally what they can live themselves into. So in that sense, it's a little easier. But I suppose when people don't know what they can live themselves into, that's when it becomes a bit of an issue.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So,
It's like the bus driver I knew one day, he came in and said one day how to talk to a person in wheelchair with disability. I said, look, I have to realise that person may be in wheelchair to get around and all, but they still they can still talk to you like me, you were talking to each other now, like you just have to know what to do, what to say, like, and they ask them the question, they talk back to you. Don't be afraid.
And get it wrong, and fix your mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a learning daughter about a really young family member of mine, around disability, a few weeks ago, this family member met someone else from their mother's side of the family who's in a wheelchair, and the first thing they said to their mother was, oh, he's in a wheelchair like Dean. Which to me kind of, I don't know, it's all about kind of
generalizing yourself to someone else.
or like normalizing it.
Well, because one term that's come, and I hope it's okay for me to introduce this, because I know my opinions are not important here, but we're talking about different, let's say, categories of people, or different types of people, different generations, different age groups. And I'm wondering how familiar you are with the term othering.
Yes.
We nearly discussed this one day.
So this idea that if someone thinks of someone else as other, then they must think there must be some other way to talk to them.
Yeah.
And that's I mean, how do you feel about that idea?
Yeah,
I don't like it. I'm sorry, but I don't like it. Why should we be labelled as other when everyone else, everybody can learn labelled as other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So against labels and things.
Yeah, and not to be, because this is one of our first videos for this channel, I don't want to be necessarily bringing up conversations we've had personally in the past.
Yeah.
But one thing I suggested once now, and now I'm going to do it, was everybody's other in some way. Everybody's, you know, and that we can celebrate that otherness without being
But the word other, that doesn't make sense.
well.
When you say it doesn't feel.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
I would say we're different. We're all different.
unique.
Yeah.
I personally myself, sorry. So I personally myself don't have a problem with the word order. Now that doesn't mean I agree with the concept of ordering. It's what you said about the being inclusive, Jason, and celebrating the uniqueness and
Yeah. And so we have examples then of this kind of categorization that everybody does to try and make sense of the world. So your young relative made sense of the fact that they know two people who are wheelchair users, so that those two people are connected in their head.
yeah.
And that is how children make sense of the world.
Yeah.
But at some point you have to realise those categories
Yes.
are too blunt and too broad.
I should mention that this person is actually under 5 years of age.
That's what I was thinking from the description. That sounded like how a child would make sense of things, you know. but you know, hopefully people grow beyond that.
That's what I don't like. I know it's the child and they have to learn something. So if they look at someone, they know someone might be a bit different or something wrong or something. That's why I don't. That gets to me and it hits me.
Or something unfamiliar to them. I mean, maybe we could put it that way.
Yeah, sorry, I'm familiar. Yeah, that.
I don't know. This is we're I think we're proving how difficult it is.
I went to the phone soon with a bit of a debate, he's a bit of a debate. I said the trophy and some disability in every course in college. I just do represent people because in every some walk of life I say things like this. And you said it would be very difficult to get that going. I can understand that or any kind of possibly able to be thought of.
Yeah, but I do think what I also suggested was the best kind of disability awareness is people with disabilities being around and being present. You know, that in colleges more people with disabilities having access to, you know, and like, so we're back to the knowing what the right thing is to say, but having people to talk to and learning it directly from them is probably a bit more useful. Can we get final words? Because I feel like we're going to have knocks on the door any second.
Final thought, like Jerry's from
exactly.
Like Jerry's from today. Find yourself. If you can't say nothing nice to anyone, don't say nothing.
My thoughts was see the human, don't see the trail.
Be kind to each other and each other. Be kind to yourself and each other.
As one of my older young cousins said to me one time about my wheelchair, that's a nice bike, Ricky.
There you go.
Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Bye bye.